Sorry, have what?
Principles.
He is not an educator.
Principles.
Not
He's no longer a
principals,
pioneer, though.
principals.
I don't understand.
He left
This is-
pioneer and went to principal.
Left them.
Yeah, I got that. I just don't understand the other things.
Principles.
Principially, not Principial.
Where did all of my information go?
Oh, what are those? Are those like important to people?
No, not me.
Okay. I mean, well, duh.
The
So,
shit.
Michael, when can we see your resume, or expect your resume coming back at us?
Probably about a year.
As soon as we're hiring again.
Give it 6 months.
No, I'm suffering through Makito right now.
Okay.
The hell
There's
is that?
Java mocking test framework.
Oh, Java. Poor soul.
Yeah.
Let me know when you start the Twitch stream.
It's already started.
Just anytime.
Heads up, just let us know.
Just
It's already started.
Whenever you're
when you're
ready.
ready.
What's Twitch?
Just 3, 2, 3, anytime. All right, so
You don't know what you want from me.
I'd
99.
like to start off by going through some reader emails. If you guys want to send a reader email, send it to DedExInc@gmail.com. That's DEDEXINC@gmail.com. Yeah. Like I said, I'd like to do reader emails, so we'll wait until you send it. Anytime. Alternatively,
right now?
we have our Twitter account at DedExInc at Twitter. And you can follow our YouTube channel at DedExInc at youtube.com.
Hashtag Twitter.
Yeah, if you send anything to us, we might panic
Probably.
and be confused. Like, why are people listening to this? We're gonna have to do better and not have a 4-hour session.
What is?
Unless you like 4-hour sessions, send your feedback. Joe will kill us.
Nope. I'm just correcting typos in our notes.
There are lots of them,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
I added the ability for all of you to edit
Oh, thank
the people of interest.
Because
No,
someone
that's
put
too much
house,
pressure.
their thoracic, and then thigher ass.
Their
ass.
I corrected it.
Wait, how do you spell deadexinc@gmail.com?
DEDEXINC.
Ah.
Yeah, DedEx was taken in most cases, and there's no A because that's how you guys wanted to spell it.
Oh yeah, because we were making fun of Dove Express.
I wasn't, no. But
I
sure,
thought
let's
we were
not-
making fun of FedEx.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah, so what happened last time, guys?
We died. No, wait, no, we didn't this time.
Not this time. You guys haven't
We
died.
got a job. We got a job for Kodash Inc. That's still a day away from now. We're supposed to meet him at the 10 torches, and we will get, like, I think 4 gold each time we guard him during the show.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
he didn't pay his last bodyguards.
Sure.
Yeah,
They were
well,
probably
I'll beat him up
bricks.
if he doesn't. And then we tried to find information on the black market butcher, weren't super successful. And then the DM asked if we wanted to keep playing, so we said yes. And we helped a librarian at Moorgrave University by killing a bunch of ink devils that he somehow let into the library.
Yep. And then we had a long interview session where Michael grilled
it
the
was
poor
the
librarian,
worst.
and nobody took any notes on it. So
We stopped
It's a
paying attention
mystery.
by that point.
it's a mystery as to what happened.
I
I
remember
was
everything
going to
about
go
Brandon.
back and I was going to go back and listen and take notes today, but then I got a PS4, so I'm too busy.
Oh, nice. What you
Sounds
playing?
legit.
What you playing?
Shadow of Mordor right now.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Getting ready for the new one, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I bought that game on PC and never opened it.
That sounds like you.
Your
I
mistake.
didn't buy that game and it showed up in my Steam account. Never opened it.
Nice.
Michael, do you remember anything about his contact who was in the black market?
Yeah. I remember some. I
Do you
couldn't take notes. So
remember when the meeting is?
Oh no, I don't remember any of the important details. I just remember some of the other details about the guy's name is Brandon.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
definitely
It's most
was
certainly not.
his name.
Yeah, he's gonna meet him at the Temple of the Traveler. And then report back to us when we can meet with the guy or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, that was about 80% accurate.
However, this guy, the librarian, probably gonna die and never see us again. So, but we
But we get
Did
into
him.
the library for free.
As long
Yeah.
as he's in charge.
Forever, then. Obviously.
this guy is going to die. He's trying to set up like a meeting for us so we can talk to him because he knows the either he knows or he is the black market butcher.
Nice try, Joe.
What are you talking
How
about?
do I erase? How do I erase?
Click it and hit delete.
Oh, you guys' drawing is quite obnoxious.
Your mom's quite obnoxious.
That's true. Is Adam here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good.
I was delegating the responsibility of recapping to everyone else.
Adam's
Oh, that's-
office keeps getting slightly bigger each time. There's this little bit more now.
Oh, and I did hear a curse from you guys for the little black dots on your foreheads.
That's true.
Why are
The
you
ink
trying to
stains.
stand on top of me? This is weird.
So I did my job as the cleric and the Secretary of Defense.
Since we're more like talking to people than fighting, should somebody maybe prepare a zone of truth so Adam isn't our only way to get answers from people?
I suppose I can. Oops.
Yep, that's Zone of Truth. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's this letter next to our spells now?
I don't know. I think it updated or someone changed the settings on it, but it shows whether it's concentration and then the requirements of it.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of helpful.
Whatever it was took off all of my features and traits that I had typed in, so that was kind of obnoxious. Oh,
Nice.
and
son of a-
apparently,
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Took
Oh
everything.
no! Come on.
Okay. so on the
Undo.
top right, there's a gear, and then you
Yeah.
go on the far right section where it says general options.
Yeah.
Change them all back to simple instead of compendium compatible.
What about my? Oh, the schnozberries.
Maybe leave inventory.
Well, that really bites.
Oh, my
There it is.
equipment's
There it
gone
is.
now.
Yeah,
Oh, you
change
just
it,
gotta change
change
it back.
inventory back to the other one. I think they updated the template and then set everyone's to whatever they updated it to.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Good
about
catch, Joe.
proficiencies? Is that on here? There it is.
Yep.
I don't remember what my AC was though.
What do you have to do?
Did that change? Oh shit, that changed.
Yeah, and my health did. Oh wait, I
Mine
was just hit.
didn't. My health didn't change, but my armor class did. I thought I had
Ooh,
18.
Permanently lost my equipment, even after changing it back to simple.
Yeah, my equipment didn't come back.
Oh well, I really didn't have anything.
No, your inventory needs to be the compatible one. The compendium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inventory needs to be
Oh, okay.
compendium.
That came back then.
May as well
Basically,
just copy
compendium makes it so you add things with the plus, and then simple makes you just type them in.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't remember what my AC was. I don't know why it's so low.
Mine's at 11, so.
Mine's at 10, which is wrong.
Yeah,
10
mine's
is
at
what
10.
it starts off at before you add your armor.
Oops. Trying to add my languages the right way. That's really hard.
Oh snap! Chrome crashed.
So it starts out. Wonder what. It's just affected by what your armor is, right?
Plus your dex.
Why my experience points are so low now? Oh man. Where are we at, like 14, 15,000?
You wish.
No. Nope.
Nice try.
25?
Yeah, you're at 25 experience points.
Back to level 1 for Michael.
25.
So is it still a day away from the show?
Sure.
So it's plus dex, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so it's
Your dex modifier.
got it. I'm at
depending on-
16.
Depending on your armor, if you're heavy armor,
Oh, wait.
you don't get any.
Plus a
right.
shield.
And if you're medium, you get up to 2.
What do you mean?
Now, Ross, what kind of armor do I have right now?
Left?
For your dex bonus.
I don't have a dex bonus.
I don't think your armor's changed.
You have heavy armor then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
I have
heavy
chainmail and
armor.
a shield.
Hmm.
And I'm a heavy armor master, so I probably would have heavy armor.
Nah.
Who left? Did we lose Owen?
Yeah, I think we lost Owen.
Okay.
Oh, from Discord.
Yeah.
Do we get to choose what kind of heavy armor we have, Ross?
You chose when you made your character.
There's a link for the equipment. So you
I don't
look
know if I
through
can
so
do
you
this.
don't
It said to be careful opening it.
Now be careful.
If you want, you guys can move your character sheets to D&D Beyond. It's it's a pretty neat tool that was in beta when we were starting up. So, but its release has been pretty good.
I mean, if it doesn't sync with Roll20, I don't see the point.
Yeah, because if
Yeah,
you can't like.
I like
click
to be
on
able to click things and just
Right.
go.
That's true. They may have been adjusting their stuff to be more compatible with D&D Beyond.
Hmm.
I don't know though.
It's the role of the DM, Ross. You're supposed to know these things.
Nah, man, I don't know anything about character sheets.
He's supposed
Good
to tell us a story.
The true
Facilitate
expert,
us being murderers.
true expert is Michael because he has 2 character sheets, so he should really
Wait.
know how to do it.
Clark, were you able to add your languages? How do you do
I know
it?
everything.
Yeah, I added them very carefully.
How?
Click the plus, and then above the gray
Oh.
boxes is where you put in the
Gotcha.
name of it. I also like how your armor proficiencies just got typed into chat.
Yeah, I don't know why. I sent them to myself. Which is weird.
A good job.
Alright, that's
Cool.
the features done.
Did we get all of
Thanks,
that?
Abelix.
Are you
You're welcome.
proficient with language?
Yep.
All of the languages.
Nice.
All of them.
And not with adding languages.
Nope. Especially since it was just literally said about that. And listening apparently doesn't work either.
Ding.
Listening is hard.
See, and if Clint did the same thing.
Uh,
So yeah, it is currently the 13th of Lavarion, 199 AG. Or in other words, one day before the concert.
You trained us not to know what date it was or where we were with your. The date immediately slips your mind, so I'm just gonna keep ignoring dates.
That's fine.
So we'll just show up for the concert whenever we think is the right day, even if it's not.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we'll still expect to be paid, even if we miss the concert.
Well, of course.
Well, we still have a day to kill. We can keep investigating the black market butcher. We could go ransack the library.
We didn't
That
find
seems
anything
unnecessary.
too useful. I'm going to ask my sword if where the guy I want to kill is, like what direction and distance. I just want to keep track of that.
It's
Amber.
welcome back. You didn't miss anything except people trying to fix their character sheets.
Oh.
It's a little to the north, but very to the east, and it's very, very far away, hundreds of miles.
Uh-oh, he's moving away. I better ditch these guys and just go run
No,
after him.
it hasn't changed since you moved to Sharn. You just went a long way away. And it's been sort of a constant presence.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be moving, although at this range it's very difficult to tell if it's moving very much at all. Basically, you just have a little compass that tells you exactly where the moorland is.
It's that away. Which is not very exciting.
But you should want to kill the black market butcher so you can track him instead.
No, because then as soon as I do kill the black market butcher, I die forever.
Win-win.
Oh,
Wait, that's Joe's line.
convenient. Let's go kill him.
Joe, it's /W to whisper to somebody.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Also, that was Nylandris. That wasn't me.
Oh, that's true. My apologies.
Nylandris knows player names.
Yeah, he does. He's real good at it.
Metagaming.
All right. So, is there anything you guys want to do?
Michael, you said you don't know when he's meeting the black market guy.
It's like a week or something.
Actually,
Oh.
we should look and see if we can find any magic weapons or get our weapons silvered.
We don't have any money.
I mean, there is that, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Um,
It costs like 100 gold to do silvering, doesn't it?
Something ridiculous. And at $4 a gig. Not gonna really.
Otherwise, next time I level up, let me know and I can switch out a spell to like turn your weapon either magical or elemental.
Sure. I was just thinking because we fought those ink devils and it was like, it would be better to have weapons that are capable of hurting them more.
I mean, my weapon was perfectly capable.
Your weapon isn't real.
I'm going to manifest mine as a warhammer and just knock Thunk upside the head and ask him if that's real enough.
Thunk.
Unconscious.
Whoa, you don't even know what my weapon attack was.
That's true.
So, gentlemen, any preferences, ideas? Where we go? What we do?
Not really. So don't have a whole lot to go on. I tried to make contact with the thieves black market already, and that didn't go very well. I suppose I could try to like go steal things. Just go start trying to root through people's houses and sell shit.
What's your alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Okay.
We could travel around to the temples of the Traveler, look around those, find out where they are.
Oh yeah, we did get a hint about the Traveler Temple, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Not
that's
a
where
bad
they meet.
idea.
Him and his posse meet.
We could try to check the bounty board for any updates, but there's nothing too exciting last time.
Do we know if any of the victims have that black dot on their forehead when they die?
No.
All we know is rumors.
Pretty much.
I like spreading rumors.
We're pretty sure you are a rumor at this point.
So looking for temples or going to the board or waiting until tomorrow.
All of the above?
Yeah, we could find out how many temples there are and then go to the board and then sleep forever.
It's always
We
good
can
to
ask
check the
guards for like more info about the murders. See if like people had that marked and stuff too.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
What you doing?
Splitting
Look
up.
like Make it as complicated as possible. Everyone grab a temple and go.
Yes.
How many
Alright.
temples are there? Do we even know where?
Do we know where our Temple of the Traveler is, Ross?
No.
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 Let's just go up to the bounty board and do that, and then we can ask the guards to like write down the locations of the temple.
Well, we gotta be careful asking because they're evilly aligned. It's an evil god.
Oh, are they?
Well, it's not.
We could research. We
evil.
could research in the library.
Yeah, technically not evil, but still frowned upon.
Guys, the Traveler is one of the Dark Six, a conglomerate of evilly aligned gods.
Evil's such a harsh word.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, you're telling me how
Yeah,
to use
it's
the
more
worship
like capitalist, right?
Yeah, me too. He's more like chaotic neutral. Just because he does bad stuff doesn't mean he's evil. You know, like Michael.
Yeah. I'm chaotic neutral.
Totally not evil, right?
Alright, let's go to the board. We're going to the board first anyway.
Okay.
On the board.
So you guys head up to the Warden's Ward. Is that what it was? Yeah, the Warden Towers. Where the garrison is, it's got like the bounty board stuff. There seems to be a lot of commotion. The guards seem to be running around and kind of like in a hurry, going about their business at a more frenetic pace than they have been doing in the previous times you've been up there. There's no like panic with people drawing swords or anything, but they're definitely very curt, running short sentences, getting orders, going out, and doing stuff like that. So nobody really pays attention to you as you go in and look at the bounty board.
As one of them runs past me, I want to like grab onto his short shirt collar and just ask him what's going on.
He just sort of like brushes you off and he says, "Get off me," and then scurries on.
Don't take that, Clark. Don't you take that from him.
Well, he already scurried on, or I wouldn't have taken that from him. So does the board say anything then, or have anything?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Guidance.
Help would have been more useful, Michael.
Well, I can guidance you and someone else can help you. Then it's like double help. And wow, those are the +6 too.
She's Owen. So it's still got a bunch of flyers that seem pretty uninteresting. But there's a collection of missing persons. Of
So
a
the
group-
librarian?
No, the librarian is not among them. It's a missing persons reports from a group of people in the cogs. That are all seem to be new and all seem to be having cropped up in the past few days.
The cogs is the one below even where we are, right?
Yep.
Does it say where in the cogs they are?
You're not real familiar with that part of the town, but some of them, the residents are from Lower Memphis, and they were last seen in the cogs.
Does it say where in Lower Memphis?
Yeah, there are people just from the couple of the residential districts, Center Bridge and the other one, Forge Light Towers.
Do you guys want to head back and like try to canvass those neighborhoods and see why those people might have been in the cogs or like where they might have been going?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
More exciting than waiting around
Works
for
for me.
the concert.
Or trying to find temples to an evil god.
Mm-hmm.
Such a strong word.
Okay, yeah. You head over to the staircase going down into the cogs, and you can get into the cogs, but just
I
right
thought we
away.
wanted to go to Center Bridge and Forge Light.
Oh, you want to go to the residential areas where the people were missing?
I kind of wanted to go there to talk to people to see why they would
Yeah.
be down.
That would make
in the
more
cogs.
sense than going straight to the
Sure.
cogs.
If we just want to head straight to the cogs, that's fine with me too.
I think we should question why they were there, so
yeah,
we
that's
have a
my mistake.
way,
If you guys want to go investigate the residential areas instead.
I think that would give us more direction than just blindly going into the cogs.
Agreed.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay. Which place do you want to go to
Definitely
first? Center Bridge or Forge Light?
We could split up based on who lives where.
I mean, we could, but that just makes D&D hard to play. So
Okay.
Also true.
So Forge Light or Center Bridge. Center Bridge being the more full of people who would be studying at Moorgrave University, and Forge Light is the more the older district with a lot of long-time homeowners.
Probably go for the long-time homeowners. Personally.
sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sure. Does somebody want to make an investigation check as you sort of ask
I'm pretty good at
residents?
those.
Okay, deal.
I'll help.
Owen got it.
Owen. He really wanted
We
to
had
make that check.
advantage.
Yeah, we're helping.
Yeah, he did.
Sweet.
Yeah, so there's not like a lot of there's not like a bar or anything to go find people. It's mostly just a bunch of townhomes. But there's some kids playing in the street and like a group of parents who are standing in sort of a circle talking about recent events. You sort of stroll past and you hear them mention somebody going missing in the cogs.
Let's stop and ask.
Whoa, good idea.
Ba-ba-da-da.
Who wants to be the face of talking to parents?
Not
Yeah,
it.
definitely Owen, because he rolled the investigation.
Yep.
Oh god, the goblin?
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard you lost somebody in the cogs.
You gonna shoot them and try to drown them too?
It was one time.
All it takes is once.
Parent just sort of like looks you up and down and says, "What's it to you?"
We might be investigators, you know.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
It's like, oh, then you better be contacting the authorities then. Get some information from them.
Can I step in
I'm
and
gonna
pick
be-
them up and tell them to tell Owen, tell Yuckle what they know?
What are you gonna do?
I want to step in and like pick him up by the back of his shirt and tell him to answer the question.
He's like, oh God, you're an undead beast. Get off me, please. I didn't do nothing.
Answer the question and we'll let you go.
Like the group of parents are like, hey now, let go of him. He didn't do nothing to you. Kids, get inside. They're like kids sort of like run back to their homes, except for one little girl who just sort of sits down and starts crying and going, Daddy, don't hurt Daddy.
This
Congratulations.
got dark.
Certainly don't associate yourselves to us right now.
Please, I have a little girl. Don't hurt me.
No one's going to hurt you. We just want information.
Please, what do you want? I don't know anything.
Who was it who went missing in the cogs? And do you know where in the cogs?
I don't know his name. It's four houses down. He's an elderly man, kept to himself mostly. Yeah. All I heard is he went down into the cogs and they found him without his arm.
Harsh.
Okay, I will let him down and I guess watch them all run away.
They all run away. And like everybody else who's sort of like out on the street is like moving away from you and
Same.
sort of
I'm moving away
like-
from him as well.
Yeah, I'm doing
Like-
the same.
getting into buildings and like trying to stay away.
All I really wanted was an intimidation check to get him to answer the question.
Oh, you intimidated him, that's for sure.
You did a great
Well-
job.
I'm going to go, I guess, 4 houses down and knock on the door.
Okay. There's no answer.
Might as well add breaking and entering to the list. Rogue.
We're investigating. In the course of our investigation, we need to go in here. Not breaking and entering. That's so uncouth.
We'll knock first.
You did.
I did knock. No one answered. Is anyone able to lockpick doors, or should I kick it in?
Or
I
is it
assume
just
Owen can.
open?
Yeah. Have we
Yeah.
tried opening it?
Oh, and finally, is really good at something.
Oh,
He just,
saving
like-
up for that one, I guess.
He just like pulls a little bar off of his gun and just sort of sticks it in the lock, and it clicks open right away. He just replaces it. He's like, he's got this. Door opens.
Let's go in, I guess. Well, let's let you guys go in. I'm gonna go away.
I'm gonna wait
Until
outside
police come around.
Okay.
for when the cops inevitably show up.
Okay.
I assume all the
How do you
houses
do
have
anything
security systems.
illegal?
I will give Owen a guidance roll to use whenever he pleases.
I mean, if you're going inside, then you are trespassing.
Yep.
We're investigating a missing persons case.
Under whose
Trespassing.
authority?
We're hired.
Our bounty charter.
Let me know if you see any bones in there or something.
What bounty?
Just when you go in there, if you
The
get caught,
flyer for the
say
missing
you're not part of
people.
DedEx.
Yeah, if you say you're part of DedEx, you will be fired.
I'll just go invisible and then Misty step out the window.
You'll have to start like DedEx Co. or something.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Go ahead and go. If you can go invisible and teleport, you're definitely the guy for the job.
I can also, I think now, if we really want, I can make up to one other person invisible with me. So
My vote would either be the bird or the goblin.
I mean,
It's kind of your thing.
It honestly seems like a Michael thing.
it's not my thing to just like harass people in the street and then break into houses. I usually do the harassing after I break in.
Well,
you
they
were
might
saying you
not
wanted to
even
break into the
see us.
house, so.
they might not have
fine.
even seen us break in. We only have to turn invisible if someone shows up. So
All right. Well, let me know if you guys have a,
Adam, or Abelix, just do the psychic saying if someone's coming. And
Yeah,
we'll
there you
go
go.
invisible and get out.
Sounds
Okay.
good. I'll wait outside.
I'll sneak my way in.
Okay.
Do
Holy
we have to
fuck,
speak? Is anyone even
plus
in there?
10.
Yeah. Is anybody
Who else?
inside?
Who else is sneaking? I will aid you from the
I
outside.
mean, I'll go in, but
Great job.
yeah.
Funk, you're
Is
able to.
anyone even in there?
Funk, you sort of slip in and scope out the house. It's a pretty small, like, townhome. There's not a lot of room, so you're pretty quickly able to, like, suss out that there's nobody in the house.
Good.
And just as you're about to turn and tell the rest of the party that, Aerovax knocks over a vase, which smashes on the ground, shattering and going everywhere.
Oh my god. I was gonna sell that.
I'll just ask Yackle to mend it. I'll just
Sure,
pick up
I'll
some
mend
of the pieces and just like show it to him.
Yeah. If you want, it'll take some time, but you're able to sort of mend it piece by piece and
I
get
thought
it
he
back.
had the cantrip.
Yeah, but he has to mend like
I
the
have to amend a bunch of times.
pieces, one part at a time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can do that while the rest of the party does.
We're watching the door. We're guiding it.
They all watch
Guarding
the
it.
Are
Keeping
there
a
any like
telepathic communication channel open and
Yeah,
watching.
I'm gonna ask people if they wanted to get married or reach adulthood.
There's no one walking around on the street anymore.
Yeah, but if someone
Oh,
does
shit.
come by, I'm
Are there
ready.
any documents anywhere, or what kind of personal effects are in this house?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh.
Ooh, crit fail. My rolls are not going well.
I'm helping.
Yeah,
You're
luckily
helping?
Funk is
15.
helping. So you don't find anything, but Funk is sort of quickly able to like opening a few drawers and cabinets and stuff. Whoever lives here is pretty destitute. There's not much in the way of valuable things at all. There's just some like moldy clothing, and based on like what you know of the area, the people living in this residential district are not very well off, but this is pretty bad even for them. About the only interesting thing you find is that on the table there is a note written in common telling them to meet 2 days ago at a place in the cogs, and the parchment that it is written on carries the mark of the Lucky Nines Casino.
That sounds ominous.
Cool. I'll take that with.
Somebody extracting an arm and a leg.
What's
Is
possible?
the Lucky Nines Casino? Do we know? Is that in our district or plateau, or is that down in the
That's
cogs?
gonna be the cogs, I presume.
No, it is in Firelight.
It is.
Is the note signed or anything?
Is what?
Is the note signed or anything?
Is the note what?
Signed, like a
Oh,
signature.
signed. No.
Like,
Nope. It's just a note that says where and when to meet. It isn't signed by anyone.
okay.
And it's not addressed to anyone.
Well, I guess Lucky Nine's Casino or down to the cogs to this location. Is there anything that tells us the name of the guy who lives here?
No. That's about the only thing with like writing on it in the house.
Oh, so there aren't any like pictures or anything of family members?
Nope.
Check for secret passages /
There's only one
compartments.
small bed, and it's basically just like some cloth with hay inside of it.
Oof. What's underneath the hay? Is there money in the hay?
You want to search the haystack?
No, I really don't. I don't want to get bed bugs.
Okay.
You might find his journal.
Did we lose Owen again?
Well, he's
Yeah.
not going to say yes if we did lose him.
Welcome back, Owen.
Alright.
Well, so Lucky Nine's Casino or down to the cogs? We don't know who wrote the note. We have no idea who the note was written to.
Yeah, the Lucky Nines really seems like a crapshoot.
Yeah, if we had a name, I'd say go there, but otherwise I think my vote is head to the meeting place in the cogs.
Well, there's probably nothing at the meeting place right now that won't be there later. Let's go to the casino.
And the meeting place was the Lucky Nines, right? Which is in Firelight.
No.
No,
No? Okay.
it's written on Lucky Nine's stationery,
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
but the meeting place is in the cogs.
Correct.
Oh, we can try to see if like the Lucky Nines have jobs out for anything. Try to talk our way in, see if they have any work.
Or see if there's like any regulars missing.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Let's
May as
do
well
it.
swing by while we're in the neighborhood.
All right, so you guys head over to the Firelight District. This is sort of like the red light district. You haven't spent very much time in this particular place yet. It's a pretty booming place full of, sort of seedy shops.
Yakuza.
People, there's a lot more people. There's a lot more pawn shops in this part of town than the other places you lived.
Nice.
Foods look okay. There's some trade services, not a lot. There's a lot, but it seems like the main goods being sold here are either people selling themselves or people selling bets of some sort.
How much are people?
Are you gonna look for some companionship?
Maybe. Owen and I have been saving money on our home.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Saving
Are
money
we
is
allowed?
going to one person.
Are we allowed to smack Alpha and tell him that we're on a job? Come back later.
But this could be part of the job. If we
We're gonna
kill
start
them,
a pimping
then
division.
yes, yeah, sounds better. I just want to kill him for bones, but
Oh,
You're a real bad person.
so we're going to the casino in here.
Yep.
People selling their bodies. Not interested.
I'm not in the casino, but bum bum bum.
I do want to gamble in the casino with my 2 extra coppers that I made.
Do you want like an escort, or do you just want like a person?
I just want a person.
The answer is it would be 12 copper.
For them? How long will I get them if I give them 2 copper?
Not. They might kiss you.
No,
Once.
I want like someone to hang out with us. I want a friend.
Oh, if you want like an escort, it would be 25 silver.
Oh, yeah, there's no way.
Good God.
I'll use the 2 copper at the casino and try to get more.
Hey, is there anybody just kind of standing around making bets?
In the casino, pretty much everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna find somebody, and I'm gonna say, hey, I bet my friend here can
Giving myself a guidance
tell you
roll.
what you did last night.
I'm giving Adam a guidance roll.
Why are you getting me?
They just sort of look at you and they're like, "Shove off! I'm here to play games."
Adam, you should play poker and read their minds. and win.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. That's where I'm going with this.
I mean, I definitely could.
why haven't we been at the casino our entire lives?
I guess I need some gold treasure. How many money?
I need
I
to
will
buy a
give you
pack
2
of cards.
copper. Actually, this is my 2 copper. We haven't been paid yet, and I'm hungry.
I need to buy a pack of cards so I can sleight of hand.
Okay. Yeah, you can buy a deck of cards.
How much will that cost?
Well, they have. Do you want just like a normal deck of cards, or they have some like novelty decks of cards?
Wait,
I want
are you
the
gonna sleight of
ones
hand the
that they
card
have.
into the live deck? Is that what you're trying to do?
Potentially, or my hand if need be.
The cards that they sell here, they punch with a. Well, at least in real life, they punch the cards.
Yeah, I know.
Mending.
Oh, gotcha.
Exactly. So I want
You have to
I want
cast
that
it.
looks like
You
that.
have to cast it 52 times, though, and with 6 seconds
yeah.
each time.
He only needs the aces.
Just cast it on the deck
Yeah, that's all I need.
as well
I
as
really
solid
feel like-
item.
Any D&D casino would have like detect magic and whatnot going on.
Yeah, you can buy a deck of cards for 2 copper pieces.
It's mine.
Well,
You can't have it.
I mean, so the thing with sleight of hand is it's not magic.
Yeah, but like they can detect the magic on the card, or they magically inscript it on the card that it's invalid. Funny as
Maybe.
thing.
Well, I can detect magic on their magic.
You certainly could.
But can you dispel it?
I can't dispel it, but I can look at it before he buys it.
So you're
I
gonna
can
take
cast
10
it,
minutes to cast.
Now, what we
detect
should
magic
do-
ritual.
What we should do is I should turn Thunk invisible, and he can pickpocket people, drunk people, just like, take a couple
I mean,
shits.
does magic even work in here? Can I cast light on my hand right now?
Yeah. You cast
Does
light
my-
on your hand.
Does
Your
a
hand's
siren
got
or an
light on it.
alarm go off? Okay.
No alarm goes off, but a guy in a suit walks over to you. He says, "What's going on over here?"
I couldn't see. I was
It was
trying to
dark.
read something. I have bad eyes.
We would like you to please refrain from casting spells within the lucky nines, if you would. Should you need
We're here
light
already?
or assistance, you may come over to the desk.
Could you please?
And they have like a assistance desk.
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
going to pull out the note and ask him if he recognizes the
Whoa,
handwriting
whoa.
at all.
The handwriting? No.
And are there any long-time regulars who have been missing for a couple days?
There are many regulars who come to this casino. It's, as you can tell, quite large. I don't know everyone personally. Some come and go, come for a few days, just spend the weekends here.
Is there anyone who would know of locals who are normally here but haven't been in the last couple days?
I really don't know that anyone here could provide you such information. May I ask why you're asking?
We are a new bounty hunting company, and we are investigating a missing persons case. And they received a note written on some of your stationery, so we were trying to figure out, just looking for clues, see if anyone here knew anything.
I see. No, without a name, I don't know that we can be quite helpful. And even with a name, like I said, this is a quite popular destination.
As a popular destination, is there any chance you guys would have any part-time security gigs, or need someone to go collect money somebody might owe you? Just any jobs that a bounty hunter could fill?
Person who does that.
The Lucky Nines employs a full-time security staff, which is trained in a specific manner. We don't normally have any need for temporary part-time security forces. As you can imagine, as a casino, such a group would be prone to abuse of power.
Okay, well, if you do ever have any need, just give us a call. Best rates in town, and I will hand him one of our cards.
I see. It says a wanted poster of the... Oh, it's on the back.
No, Owen
real
made
cards.
actual
We have
cards.
real cards.
Yeah,
Owen made actual cards. I want to give him one of those.
Alright, that joke was so good, though.
It was.
Okay, yeah, he takes it and he goes, DedEx?
Yes, DedEx.
Well, thank you, I suppose. And just sort of shoves it in a pocket. Like I said, please refrain from any spell casting while on the premises. He sort of like looks at Michael and pulls out a little note card and like jots some stuff down and then walks away.
Oh, you're banned.
I'm an old man.
You're not?
You old. You so old.
Oh, is there anything else you guys want to do while in the Lucky Nines?
I'm gonna casually start reading people's minds while not playing the game, just to see if I get approached.
Oh, yeah. Almost immediately, somebody comes over to you and says, may I help you, sir?
I'll say no.
What, leave?
I will stop reading minds, but I'll say no.
I will remind you that all magic and psionics is banned on the premises. Please refrain. And he pulls out a little note card and looks at you and then jots some stuff down and then puts it away. And he just sort of stands there looking at you.
So they're writing down spells that have been cast.
Okay, well now we know. This is a much safer way.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Is it pretty dark in here?
No, it's well lit. There's a bunch of
dang.
like flashy lights off of some of the tables, like when somebody wins like prestidigitation style fireworks shoots up into the air and the guy gets all excited. Yeah. And it's pretty well lit. It's like several daylight spells have been cast.
Dang, that's what I was gonna do.
We don't all need to be written up.
I'm basically already written up, even though I haven't done anything, just for being a Kenku.
I'd imagine so. So shall we continue on then?
Sure.
Follow another trail? Yeah.
What? Do I have any money?
No, we
No.
didn't give you money.
Okay.
Don't be silly.
Clint's hoarding it. Sorry. Thunk's hoarding it.
Thwack, the chief financial officer.
Yeah, whack.
Yeah, Thwack.
Not
Still
in
not
any way,
sure
shape,
why
or
we
form.
trusted
related.
why we trusted a rogue Chinku to hold on to our money.
No idea. But you sure did.
Well, I mean, there might be some accounting errors and there might be some extra at the end of the month. That's why.
There is that. Can never know which is which, though.
So it's getting pretty late into the day.
So what you're
Is it?
saying is
It
we need
took
to
that
find some
much.
companionship?
It took that much time to walk up there, see a board, and okay.
Yeah,
Well,
couple hours for that, couple hours for lunch, couple hours at the casino. It's like evening now.
Were the cards magical?
Or the what?
Were the
Cards
playing
magical?
cards
Oh yeah,
magical?
you were ritual casting detect magic. As you were doing that, somebody walked up to you and was like, "Please, sir, can you stop casting?
Oh, sure.
No magic is allowed within the casino." And he takes out a little card and looks at you and then writes something down and then sort of stands.
You guys are the worst.
Well, so I'm not actually casting detect magic. I have an ability that's equivalent to detect magic. That's not magic.
What is it?
It's what do they call it? I'm gonna look at the actual PDF here. It's called
It's called Detect Magic.
Porn Islanders.
You don't deserve an office.
all right.
That was
I
weird.
don't care.
I only have one. Oops.
Magical item analysis.
Magical item analysis.
Mhm.
So, what's that take the form of? I assume it's some device that you've made.
It's
That would
my
be
experience and knowledge of artifacts.
Uh-huh.
So you're just sort of like looking around and going like, "I know how to do this. Is there magic?"
Yep.
Okay. As you're just studying him and not casting any magic, you sort of realize that there's sort of magic all around. There's the lights are all magical, of course. All of the cards have some sort of magical property on them. Conjuration and illusion magic. And the people in suits who are walking around and keep coming up to talk to you, they're all casting spells continuously.
Okay.
What kind of spells we talking?
Like
Like,
detect magic and detect thoughts.
That's some high level crap to be casting all day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mess with these people. They're better than us.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tell Clint that he shouldn't try to cheat.
I mean, that is the smart thing, yeah.
If we get fined
So-
and you have to pay your fine, it's coming out of your wages, though.
Head to the cogs.
I'll give you guidance, though, Clint.
Alex, sound good to me.
Okay. You guys head down to the cogs at night. in the evening.
This isn't going to go poorly.
It doesn't seem to be particularly populated. It seems almost unusually quiet. You do find a couple people to ask for directions to kind of figure out where that meeting place is. And when you arrive there, you find a large contingent of the City Watch sort of standing guard on the perimeter. Sort of watch as you approach. They're like, "Sorry, this is a crime scene. I'm going to have to ask you to turn back."
I'll approach him and tell him we know we're here to help. We were hired to help track down the people that went missing.
Who are you?
I'll hand him one of the good cards, aka the wanted poster.
DedEx. Who hired you?
There was this
family
little
member.
old lady who lived next to an old man up in the Bridge District. What was it called?
Forge Light.
Forge Light. Thank you.
Huh. I didn't know of any next of kin. There's not a lot to tell you. Here, come with me. He sort of motions you past the security line and walks you into this alley in between two buildings. This man was reported missing a day ago, and he turned up here this morning. And there's just this older gentleman who's been lying on the ground, and there's a wizard standing over him, sort of casting some spells. You're not quite sure what they are, but the man isn't notable other than he's dead and his arm is missing.
Lovely.
This is exciting.
A psychic investigation on the man.
Do his clothes match the level of squalor we would expect from his apartment?
No, they're a little nicer. It's like what would be a suit, but it's not a great suit. So you're gonna learn past 24 hours.
There have been a
I need
lot
to
of
learn
cops
more,
standing here.
Okay. Yeah, so they let you just sort of begin your ritual casting. Does anybody want to continue asking questions while Adam prepares this?
I will ask if they can, if he could tell us where the others went missing in the cog.
Others?
I'll show him the other flyers for missing people.
He's like, sort of looks through them and is like, yeah. Well, I'm not sure where these two are. This guy was found yesterday, similar circumstances. Yes, there's been a collection of individuals who either are from here or who are in the cogs who have been found recently missing limbs. Some are still missing. That's pretend. They could turn up here pretty soon. I believe these might be related to the black market butcher, but we don't want to say anything until we know for sure. His normal calling card has not been found.
What would that calling card be?
He usually leaves a symbol somewhere with a, well, it's sort of like a A with a S underneath it, connected to look like some sort of, I don't know, grappling hook or arrow or something.
Is it magical or anything?
I don't know, it's just usually engraved in or around whatever has caused it. Of course, we don't know what's caused these, so once we find it.
Sorry, taking notes.
Is there a definitive murder weapon? Was he killed by the removal of his arm, or was that after his death?
We believe the removal of the limb was post-mortem.
No cause of
Is
death.
The cause of death in this case appears to be that he was thrown against the wall.
Blunt force trauma.
Quite severe there, and then his arm was removed afterwards.
Is he a pretty big guy, or?
No, he's a pretty small man.
Do you have the name of this guy or of any of the other missing people?
Hey, detective, do you know the name of this guy? And then somebody walks over and he goes, Smythe or something? Smin? I don't really remember. It's in the paperwork. We already sent it off.
Can we get a note to get a copy of that paperwork?
Paperwork or in the newspaper?
Oh, hopefully it isn't going to be in the newspaper. No, it was all filed up in the Warren Towers.
Yeah,
Alright.
Can you just give us a note that says we're allowed to look at the case file?
I don't have the authority to allow that. If you're registered as a bounty hunter group, I suppose you might be able to request information.
Could I cast a spell on this?
What are you
corpse?
casting?
Well,
Raise the dead, don't you?
well, I do, but I'm trying to role play. Can I cast Speak with the Dead on this guy to ask him some questions about his life when he was alive?
Sure.
You
The
can
only thing
also
I
ask him about how he died, like who he was meeting and stuff.
yeah. I mean, it'll remember everything it knew during life.
Cool.
But I can only ask it 5 questions, so Joe will have to take all 5 because he's the best question asker.
You should definitely ask questions not relevant to his immediate death, because that's what I'm doing right now.
What did you have for breakfast?
Oh, what? Crap. Tricks it for kids. I have to short rest because I gotta change my spells out anyway. So I'm gonna take a nap.
That's a long
Okay,
rest,
great.
though. For
Huh?
clerics. For
Yeah,
clerics, the long
you
rest,
can't
I thought.
change spells on short rest.
What?
Yeah, being a cleric is harsh.
I've never changed my spells during the day, so that makes sense. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Or could we just keep the body with us?
What?
No,
What?
No.
I do have a spell prepared.
the body will be at the morgue.
Just don't
I'd
let
like
him
to-
destroy the body.
What spells
So
do you
it's work.
need?
Since
Alpha.
this could be vital to our investigation, do you mind if I stand guard over the body?
We'll probably be cleaning it up pretty soon.
All right, I'm just gonna stay with you guys until you take it to the morgue, and then I'll watch it over at the morgue.
Sure, it's not that exciting anyway. So Adam,
Great.
you complete your ritual.
Yeah.
You learn of any of events that have occurred within 20 feet within the past hour. But the object
The object
is
being the dead body.
24 hours. Sure. So the person, woke up this morning. It appeared that they had already had the note. They went around the building where you were just in. He put on like his best outfit, came down here, met with somebody. You can't quite make out the person. They intentionally stood in the shadows as they sort of had this exchange. The man handed the individual a small bag of coins. You suspect mostly copper and silver. And then the person left. The man just sort of stood there fretting for a little bit and then began to leave. And something grabbed him from above him in the alley and threw him against the wall. And then pulled out like a bone saw and sawed his arm off and took it with him and then left.
Yeah, I don't want to be on the bounty hunter team anymore.
Wait, so we would have been able to see what sawed its arm off because it would have to get close, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have. You don't have great perception of it, since it. Well, I guess you would have pretty good idea because it's not like you're reading the guy's mind or anything.
Right.
Yeah, it's this 5-limbed creature that's mostly humanoid, except it has a third arm. That third arm was carrying a bag with it. It was tall and lanky, it had gray skin, and it wore a mask that was made out of bones. Sort of like had like a pelvis bone sort of sticking out on each side with a spinal cord going across the top, and then just some other bones dangling off of it. And it went and sawed the leg off, or the arm off, and then threw the arm in its bag, and then walked away.
Great.
Was it a halfling?
No, it's much taller than a halfling.
Is someone taking notes on this description or anything?
No, but I have found a picture of what it would look like.
Oh, did you?
No, not really.
Can I climb up on top of the nearby building that it apparently came down?
Looking up in the, yeah, you could, if you get a ladder, it'd be difficult for you to just climb up the wall.
How high is it?
It's about 15 feet tall.
Cool. I misty step up on top of the roof.
Okay.
Is there anything up here? Can I like investigate for tracks of the creature, or just examine the roof for more clues?
Yeah, you want to make an investigation check?
Blood trail.
I'll help him, and then I want to do an animal handling check to see if I can follow the trail.
I will lean
check.
down. I will lean down and pull Alpha up.
Okay.
Between the two of us, he could probably jump up, and I'll try
Sure.
and yank him up on top of the roof with me.
So are you looking for tracks?
My investigation was not very good. Michael, I thought was looking for tracks. I will help him with that.
So, Michael, you'll need to make a survival check.
I will not.
Wow.
All right, there's a 15.
You're not
make a
able to
sketch of
find any sort of tracks or anything. The roof of the building is quite dirty and dusty, so if there were tracks, you think they'd be apparent, but there aren't any.
There aren't any other clues or anything either.
Not that you can find, no.
How the hell was it in the? I guess not the ceiling, but like, how the hell was it up there then?
Can I like focus more along the edges and try to examine the possible spots that it could have jumped over from another building or like climbed up without being seen, just to see if I can figure out where it got up onto the roof from?
Sure. You want to make another investigation check?
Sure, I can fail another one of those, I'm sure.
I'll help you. I'll help you look. I'll give you a 3. You can't
And
fail
you're
now.
helping?
Yeah.
So he's helping, and I got a 3, so 19.
Yeah, you look over at the next building and then other nearby buildings, and again, you don't see any tracks of any sort. There's no like there's not like ladders or anything for him to climb on, and none of the walls look like they've been particularly disturbed. You do sort of see some areas where the individual in the shadows sort of slipped in and like waited for a bit and then left. But you don't see anything about the whatever took the limb of the guy.
They have a freaking Batman grappling hook?
You don't see any marks like chips on the building that would indicate that.
Okay.
So the sky above this, like eventually there's another level, right?
Correct.
So how high up is that?
That's another like 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, okay. So not actually that far in the scheme of things.
No, the Cogs has a lower ceiling than the other levels.
Interesting. What does that look like? Can we make out any details from the ground?
No, it sort of looks like a cave roof, though.
Interesting.
Yes, I will drop back down to the ground floor and tell the others that we didn't really find anything up there.
Okay.
I guess we should tell the cops. That'll help them a bit. And if it leads to a reward, or if it leads to a capture, then there'll be a reward for it.
Well, we don't have a whole lot to go off of yet, so I feel like we shouldn't give away our clues quite yet.
Either or.
We could always go to the librarian too and ask about, like, try to look up stuff about this creature.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Or are any of us like really good at Arcana? Could we try to see if any of us have heard of this creature before or anything remotely like it?
I got
I
-1.
have +6 to Arcana.
Jeez.
Owen's the man.
I'll give you a D4.
I will help by asking my sword if it's heard of this creature.
Your sword doesn't respond. It doesn't respond.
Yeah, I'm just mostly trying to give Owen advantage on his Arcana check.
Sure. Make your you got a 19.
+3.
+3.
No,
22.
you aren't sure of any sort of magical spell or item or anything that would be related to the creature that has been described.
What about the symbol?
The symbol,
I bet it is a grappling hook, isn't it?
there's no symbol here. Just knowing that there is a symbol that has an A on top of an S doesn't really help. Yeah, the only thing you know is that it might be necromantic in nature, just because it's collecting body parts.
Necromantic.
Michael, you have competition.
I know. I just wish I could raise the dead of that guy. He could talk to us forever.
Interesting.
That's why I want to sleep at the morgue.
I can locate this body for the next 24 hours. So if you need to find the body again, Michael, I'm your
It's
man.
kind of a
Okay.
creepy skill.
I like that
I know.
skill. It's useful.
Doesn't mean we'll be able to get to it, but
All right. So, are you wanted to wait and follow the body as they take it to the morgue?
no,
Oh.
that psychic investigation for the next 24 hours, you can use an action to learn the object's location relative to you, distance directions, and I can look at the surroundings from its point of view as if you were there.
Sure. Michael, do you no longer want to wait?
I want to sleep with the body.
Okay.
Sure.
That's super messed up.
Eventually, they begin sort of cleaning up the area. Someone brings down a bag. They put the body in the bag, close it up. A cart comes. They put the body on the cart, and they all begin to leave. They head up to the warden's towers. There's an area in the office nearby where the bounty board is that is a morgue. They take the body in there's a little cubby area that it gets placed on. And no one really seems to mind, Michael, if you want to just sit there with the dead bodies. There's guards in there anyway,
Okay.
making sure
Oh,
bodies
there are?
taken. Oh, yeah.
How many guards?
There's 4 that sort of rotate in and out.
You don't need to take it. You just need to talk to it.
I mean, am I going to be able to find out any more than Adam was able to find out, though?
You'll be
Probably
able to
not.
find out the name of the guy he met. Maybe.
No? Yeah, if he knew him. I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, I'm not going to be doing anything else besides sleeping with Ellen.
Just gotta make sure you get back in time for the concert.
Well, we have a full day, right?
Well, it's the concert is the next evening, and it's pretty late right now.
Yeah, so I'll just sleep in here.
Okay.
What is
And
that,
change out
like-
your spells.
What is that, like, bell ringing?
It is the music playing through the baby monitor to get my child to fall asleep. All right, turn it off.
Whew.
I won't even
He
hear her
wakes up,
screaming
it's your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll sleep in here and I'll wake up in the morning with that spell prepared.
anymore.
Can I spend the night, like, hanging out in bars on our plateau trying to find out anything more about any of the missing people?
Sure, make an investigation check.
I'm terrible at those.
I would help you, but I can't. Sorry.
12.
Asking around people, you do hear of other people who've sort of gone missing, and another that lost a leg after they turned up eventually. There seems to be like an unease about the subject, and people are once again whispering about the black market butcher and how they could have gotten closer to Lower Memphis than they would like.
Do I learn, like, any names about any of the people who went missing or where they went missing?
You can find that out, but the details aren't particularly important. Just people that had been going, either living in or going through the cogs.
Okay. No particular pattern I can tell of, like, where in the cogs or anything?
Nope. In fact, you're not even sure if whatever is happening in the cogs. The people go missing and then they turn up later in the cogs. So they could be moved.
Well, we know this one wasn't, right?
Yeah, you're pretty sure this one was not.
Okay. Well, I guess I will go to bed and get my spell slot back.
Sweet. Nobody else wants to do anything?
I'll work on artifacts.
Cool. The next day, you wake up and are gonna immediately talk to bodies. You switch out your spells, Michael, making sure that
Yeah, I'm casting that guy.
your spells are going to be good for both this morning and this evening. Okay. Speak with the dead. Takes 10 minutes.
Last 10 minutes. It's one action to cast it.
Okay.
Is anyone coming here to ask questions with me, though?
I think
I wanna
it's all
see
you,
his
man.
May as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can meet you there.
He's just trying to get you to ask the questions for him. Don't give in.
Yeah, no.
Michael,
Yeah,
you can do it.
I'll wait for peeps to come. Otherwise,
It's like a binary search.
Is it? Does he answer just yes or no?
I don't know. I'm just
Time
saying,
in
like,
life. They're
just,
usually brief answers.
What?
I mean,
Oh, there we
you
go.
could.
Sorry, I muted or deafened myself. What'd you say? Michael?
Anyways, sorry, I don't know what happened there. I'll ask the guy who he was going to meet when he was murdered.
Yeah, the spell fails.
What? Someone had
Wow.
already cast it on him?
Must have.
That's
Someone is
so
covering up
lame.
their tracks.
Well, or
Or he's
because they took
undead
the
right
arm.
now.
Right.
No, it just has to have a mouth.
Yeah, but if it's already has his soul bound to something else, you can't talk. Well, can he?
Can you detect undead, Michael?
I don't think I can.
I can, only in the area though.
Oh, well, I mean, at least tell you if this guy's undead.
Okie dokie.
I can do animate the dead.
No, there's no undead.
There you go.
No?
The spell
it-
creates an undead.
Is it a fiend or
Good
a
job, Joe.
celestial?
There are no fiends or celestials in the area.
All right.
Is it Stradbon Zarovich?
Yeah.
You can't know that.
Oh. Well, I tried.
It specifically says you cannot identify Strahd.
Has there been a
Is
consecration
it
or desecration?
not Strahd?
You can't confirm or deny its identity.
Has there been a consecration or a desecration in this area?
No.
Yep. Spell's useless, guys. Jeez.
You don't
Hold on.
say.
Ross, I want to
Ballinger.
cast animate dead on this thing then.
Okay.
Which raises it to life as an undead creature. But when I cast it, I want to have him just lay there and not move.
Can you link the spell?
No, because you'll see something I didn't read when I briefly glanced at it.
That would be good for me. Animate dead. You want to turn it into a zombie?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming he was medium or small. Was
Yeah.
he large?
Use medium.
I want to ask this zombie to tell me who he met the time when he was murdered.
It turns its head and looks at you.
Do you know who murdered you?
It shakes its head.
Do you know who you were meeting that day that you were murdered?
It nods.
Yesterday? Could you lead me to him?
Actually, can you just write it down?
I don't know if zombies can write. Can you? Well, if you can write it down, that'd be fantastic.
He starts to get up out of its little recess area, and the other guards in the area are like, "Whoa!" and they draw their weapons.
I'll say, hold on. He's going to try to help us find out his killer.
He sort of stands up and
Give him
looks at you.
I'll give him one of our business cards and a pencil, if I have one.
You have a pencil, like a quill.
Yeah, I'll give him a quill. A bottle of ink.
It starts to write, but it's in real jerky motions, and it can't really
All right, this is not going to
That's
work. I'm going to
problem
write
solved.
out the entire alphabet
There you go.
and tell
Make
him
it-
to point at the letters.
Ouija board.
to
Make it a
spell the
Ouija
person's
board.
name.
Okay.
I'm even going to put a space bar for when he's done with one of the names.
Okay. It's sort of like
So you draw out a
looks
keyboard.
around at this, and
I'll
it
say my
moves its
friend.
hand, and it points at the D.
Oh, I'm not writing this down, guys.
Your
I don't
mom
take
pointed
notes,
at
but
the
if you want
D.
me to.
Hold on,
And
hold on.
then-
Is it an M?
And then it points at the A,
Dad! Daddy!
and then it puts its hand back to the side, and then points at the A again,
Da ah.
and then points at the S, and then
The
points at the K,
Da ask?
and
The
then puts
ass?
its hand
Their
back
ass.
down.
Their ass.
Their ass did it.
Then does what? Puts his hand back down?
Yep.
Can we
I'll
do
ask
the
him to
same
do it.
with his
Yeah,
name?
go.
What?
Can he do the same with his name?
Sure.
Do we know his name?
He points at the S, and then it points at the I, the B, the L, and the E.
Sybil?
Sybil.
Sybil?
Yep.
Huh.
Cool.
Can
I
we get a
updated
card
that
for
in the
Sybil?
edits.
Can you what?
Get a people of interest card for Sybil?
I put it under the
Sure.
black market butcher. There's a victims section.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Excellent.
Do you know any of the other people who were murdered by this black market butcher, or murdered in the same way you were?
And it shakes its head.
Could you take us to the person you were going to meet?
And then it shakes its head.
And I'm going to mentally tell him to shake his head yes.
It shakes
I
its
mean-
head no.
What? No, it has to listen to me.
They can lie to you then, I guess.
Okay. It
I want him to
shakes-
shake his head yes. I want to tell the guards that he's going to lead us to his...
Okay, it shakes its head
Kill
no, and then shakes its head yes.
See, he remembered, everyone. He remembered. I'll ask the guards then if we can take him, or if he can lead us to who he thinks killed him.
No.
What do you mean, no? Don't you want to solve this murder?
No, I want the body to go back into its little thing. Are you some necromancer?
No, I
Get him to
wish.
go back in.
If I was a necromancer, I wouldn't have failed my first spell.
Listen, we'll let the investigation team source it out. I think they already talked to him.
Well, that would have been useful to know when I said I was going to talk to him.
He just sort of shrugs.
I don't want to lose my zombie, but
Can I ask for copies of the files on the black market butcher victims and missing people?
You'll have to go file for the paperwork in the main office, not the morgue.
what do you do
Okay.
with the bodies?
Well, we usually get a identification from next of kin, and depending on when the case gets closed, they're incinerated.
What do you do before they incinerate him?
Leave them here.
I'd like to
After
say that
that.
I will.
I mean, if the next of kin claim the body, they'll take it. Otherwise, they get incinerated.
All right, I would like to tell the guards that I will remove the spell on him. I'll tell the zombie to go back in his little place, and I'll remove the spell.
Okay.
But I'm not really removing the spell, Ross.
Of course not.
No, the zombie's just laying down and not moving until I tell him that he can move.
Okay.
You're such an evil villain, Michael.
No,
Sorry,
the next
Alpha.
of kin will identify them. They'll take the body, and then I'll have him stand up and walk over to DedEx.
That seems not a thing we want to have happen.
Can I go up to the main office and file for that paperwork?
Sure. You go up to the main area. There's like a bit of a line, but eventually you're able to go in and see somebody. You go in and see the gargoyle Jerome. He's there. He's like, "Oh, yes. How may I assist you?"
I don't know who Jerome is. I don't remember.
He was the guy who came over to our first board meeting.
Oh, okay. I will ask Jerome for all of the paperwork regarding the black market butcher and all the missing people down in the cogs.
That's quite a bit of information. He begins writing some things down. Okay. I have prepared these forms for you, request forms for information. You will need to have your CEO sign this and return it, after which there will be a 10 to 14 day waiting period before approval. Once it is approved, the information will be gathered and it'll be up to 30 more days before the information is delivered.
I will just set those papers back down and walk off because that's not useful.
Have a good day, sir. Okay. Is there anything else you guys do before you head to the concert?
Don't believe so. I don't know.
Yeah, we
Anyone
should
else?
save our energy for the concert just in case.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
May as
Well,
well,
I guess
Gonna
I
make
have
it
everything. Otherwise,
I'm missing both of my third level spells, unfortunately.
Oh boy, that sucks.
That's alright. It's only Revivify that I can't even cast, so we're too poor to afford a diamond.
We just have to steal a diamond.
That's true.
Yeah, that's all. All right, so the evening rolls around and you guys head over to the Ten Torches Theater. It's not quite hopping yet, still a while before the concert begins.
Do we get a new map that's not our... Thank you.
It's a pretty large building. And you guys head around to the back, where the main office is, and yeah, this is where you're told to meet.
This is where we work now.
Alright.
Bonk, you should probably go talk to Ink.
I
That's his
mean,
thing.
I
Oh,
suppose.
can you see everything, Joe?
Yeah, literally everything.
You can
Yeah.
see everything. I have it all hidden and stuff on my screen.
Oh, well, nope. There's a big circle.
no.
Does this end it? Did that work?
Nope.
Oh
No, we
man,
can still see all of it.
for shame.
There's a
Who's
big, huge
Walhorn
circle.
and
It looks
Alcor?
great. There's a rug in the middle.
Who's Nylandrous?
What?
There's an auditorium. I'm on stage.
Jackass.
You did it.
stage. I want to go on stage.
Well, I think I didn't have very much to hide here. Yeah, so there's the main office with Tenny. He's over there doing paperwork and stuff, getting ready for the big evening. There's sort of a green room where the members of the band are hanging out. And then there's like a sort of a props area next to Tenny's office. It isn't really used right now, but it's got a bunch of like costumes and stuff. You get the sense that this venue is usually used for like actual theater and plays, and only occasionally does concerts.
Are any of those weapons or props real? Or can I like scrounge together a disguise kit out of there?
Depending on what you want to be disguised as, you could. Unfortunately, most of this stuff only really works from far away. It doesn't work as great close up.
I just want to grab stuff that's maybe more suitable for one of the humans, just to kind of pass as a different human for a little bit. So like Abelix or Alpa, just so people might not recognize them.
Okay, you can.
Cool. I want to scrounge some of that and steal it.
Scrounging.
Cool. Appuccino, what are you doing with Tenny?
Just talking to him, you know.
Ink's over in the green room.
Who are you?
The manager of the
Tenny,
theater?
I managed
Hired you.
theater.
That guy that we
I
met
didn't
last
hire
time?
you. Ink hired you.
What if he's the black market butcher?
What? Okay. Appuccino died.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Anybody else?
I'm just
Kill Penny.
gonna stand guard at the stage door to make sure no crazy fans come through it.
That's great.
I'm also
so-
standing by the store.
Ink sees Thunk walking in the green room, and he's like, how you be doing? You ready for a good show? I'm ready for a great show. Let me show you around for what I need you.
Let's do it.
Hey, where be that dead guy? The
I will come over
lizard
here.
folk. Good. I have 2 positions for you. And he goes and, hey, excuse me. He sort of pushes Nylander's head away. He comes up into here. There's a whole bunch of drums set up on the stage. The curtains are currently drawn back, and there's just some last-minute cleaning staff in the main auditorium. All of the seats have been removed, and it's just like an open floor on this main level. There are 2 more levels above this, which still have their seats. People to sit up in like balcony areas and watch. But the main area has had all of the seats removed. He says, don't be expecting anything, but occasionally fans get a little emboldened by my music, and they try to rush the stage. What is it? Thunk, right?
Yep.
And there's a door onto the stage over here on the left. If you could stand by this door. Perfect. And there, Vex, you be doing the same on the other side. You two best fit the aesthetic I am going for.
Sounds good.
The rest of you just need be hanging out in the back, being Johnny on the spot if anything goes wrong.
What type of force should we use if someone tries to rush the stage?
Non-lethal.
Yeah. Heavens, no little. Don't be killing any of my fans just because they love me. I cannot blame them.
How many hit points do they have?
Hey, what?
I'm going to summon my packed weapon, but keep it as like a billy club, and just kind of keep it tucked away in my underneath my cloak.
Sure. Yes,
Sounds like a
that'd be
good idea.
perfect. Like I said, I don't be expecting much. I don't think I've ever had someone actually rush the stage.
Can we get a viewpoint of the stage from the back or up high or something like that? Or pretty much you have to be on the stage.
We'll be on the stage. The venue has hired its own security force. They be handling the crowd itself.
Well, I was just
Maybe-
asking you, Ross, not him. Like, is there a way for we could view down on the stage or see him from the back? Maintain visual contact.
Yeah, so there's these side doors which open up onto the stage, and you can leave the doors open and look out at the stage. The back door here will need to be shut during the performance.
Okay. I'm going to sit here so I can maintain contact with him.
I'll stay with you, Joe.
I'm gonna stay in the back, just in case somebody comes in the back door.
I like the back door.
That'd be perfect. Oh, yes, one more thing. I don't believe you met Elcor. He goes back to the green room. And there's this elf guy just sort of sitting here eating the eating the craft services, eating the food.
Great.
Does he have a shadow?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Huh.
He's got lighting effects. This man be illusionist who be preparing all the lights that be going off in the show.
Fancy.
Yeah, so don't be doing anything to disrupt magic or anything like that.
Dog.
It's like, excellent. Or Wallhorn's like, excellent. After the show, we'll meet back here. Once Tenny is finished collecting and counting the money, we'll get our share, at which point we will divvy it up to you. And depending on if all goes well, we will renew our contract for next week. Any other questions? Yeah, pretty straightforward, huh?
None here.
Not even concerned.
All right, and I be preparing.
One more question.
Yes.
If things go real bad, where should we take you?
Yes. I don't expect anything to go real bad. But we can go out the back through the alley. Eventually make our way back to the restaurant where you first met me. You remember what that is?
Mm-hmm.
For sales over in
The basement.
Yeah, that'd be the place.
Yep, we can do that.
Guys, we're assuming something's going to go wrong. We're going to be just fine. It's going to be the fastest 4 gold we've ever earned.
Oh yeah.
Probably, yeah. Better be safe than sorry, though.
All
We
right.
didn't get this job by, sitting on our asses.
Then
I did.
Literally, we did.
Preparing. So he and Tamishi get ready. There's a bunch of drums set up on the stage with sort of a backup set of drums behind where Tamishi's at.
Shh.
It's not quite as elaborate of a drum set, but it seems to have all of the. It's got the same drums; they just aren't quite as fancy. And Elikor, he's gonna hang out over here on the side of the stage, and he's gone through and he's put a bunch of runes down on the floor. They just sort of shine for a moment and then they disappear. And then he casts a couple other spells on the drum sets themselves. The drums have runes on them that just glow continuously. Pretty cool. Bright green.
Slick?
What?
That's slick.
Yep. And then, they all prepare. Eventually, the curtains, they close the curtains, and people begin to file into the area. And this theater gets packed. Because they took away the seats, there's a lot more people who can fit in standing areas on the main floor. And it's basically filled to capacity, maybe a little past capacity. And the balconies are also full. And in the back of the balconies, there's like concession areas where people can go through and get drinks. And it looks like you guys aren't getting anything from that because the lines are going real far. The show kicks off, and it's a little late after the starting time, because it's a concert. But they kick off, and Ink is he's a drumming madman. Elkhorn had cast a spell that amplifies his voice, so he sort of sings and chants along with banging the drums, and then a little bit of xylophonic notes are hit. But it's a very sort of tribal music sound. It kind of like gets you to like bob your head. It's may not be your taste in music, but there's a whole bunch of people that look like they were probably like Drome refugees or citizens from Drome that are in the crowd, and they're just loving it. A lot of like half orcs, gnolls, more tribal folk that are just loving this music. And throughout the show, the little runes go off, and there's bursts of light changing depending on the song. Some of them have like this smoky feel with a smoke that, like a mist that rises 1 foot off of the stage and sort of tumbles into the audience before disappearing. And it just sounds go off, sounds of the jungle or sounds of the city, depending on the song.
Did your name come back?
And overall, it's a pretty good show. The crowd gets a little rowdy, but there's as you look through the audience, you see that there are like ogres and members of what must be the theater's security detail that sort of keep the rowdiest people in check.
Excellent.
And the show goes off without a hitch, late into the night.
Yes.
It goes off without a hitch.
That's unexpected.
Woo!
The
No,
curtains
just as
eventually come down. Ink takes his drumsticks and gives them to some half-orc lady in the crowd, and then comes back, and they go through Nylandris's door and back into the green room.
Excellent.
All right, who's going to talk to him about money?
Yeah, we don't really need to talk.
I'll give Clark a guidance roll whenever he wants to use it within the next minute. Or whoever's talking to them, whether it's Adam or Clark.
I don't
I'll
know
go
these
talk to him.
names you're using.
I'll give a D4 to Abelix on his
All right,
next
Kenny.
roll.
One off without a hitch. $4, please.
The money's still being collected and counted. There's some end of the night concessions that still needs to be brought over here. Shouldn't take too long, maybe another half hour.
All right, I'll wait here.
Some
How does
staff
that affect
members
us?
come through, and they lock the doors to the stage and to the sort of corner rooms. Jekyll gets trapped and eventually starves to death.
Woo!
I'm going to continue standing at this one because I don't
That's what
trust
I've been
the
waiting
guards.
for.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
darkness
They
comes
also
through.
end up closing the sort of the props room too.
Is that the far right side, I assume?
This guy. Ink seems pretty exhausted. There's a lot of drumming, a couple hours of drumming and screaming, and he's just like, "Yeah, man, that went pretty well, huh? A lot better than last week."
Rock on, man.
You guys really, you really fit in.
What we're good at.
Looking at Funk and Aravax. Especially like your look. I don't believe I've ever had someone with their face rotting off on the stage with me.
That's how we do.
Like literally.
He seems like really, really, really tired.
Is he,
Eventually-
Oh, go ahead.
Like, takes out like a rolled cigarette and lights it up and begins smoking it. He's like, oh man, nothing like an after performance cig. Tamishi sort of looks disapprovingly at him.
What you gonna do?
While Horn eyes him, but then just goes off into the main office, waiting for Tenny to finish up counting.
Just, I'll offer to see if they want us to walk them back to their, back to the restaurant or anything. But
Yes,
after the place clears out.
yeah, that'd be good. Sometimes my fans hang around a little bit longer. It's okay for a couple of them, but not a large crowd.
Can do that. A couple of us live over there anyways.
Have we opened this back door yet?
Not since you
Okay.
came in.
Is it locked, I assume?
Tenny says that it's locked one way, so you can open it to get out, but if you leave, then you won't be able to get back in.
Do we trust
Fair
Tenny?
enough.
Which way does the door swing?
I
Towards
shove Al
us,
Pacino
or-
out the door.
It swings in.
Okay. Joe, do you want to
Who?
open it? Nylanders, do you want to open it a little bit? See if anyone's out there?
Yeah.
We'd like to ready an action just in case.
Yeah, you look outside. The alley's pretty empty. There's some of the venue security who are on either side of the alley who have sort of been funneling the crowd away from the venue. But as you watch, it doesn't look like there's very many people, and eventually the venue security began leaving as well.
Do you just want to wait out there with the door cracked,
Sure.
Nylanders?
Yeah,
Cool. Door's cracked.
By myself?
probably not necessary, but you never know.
Yeah, I'm waiting inside.
What?
We can leave the door cracked, but I'm waiting inside.
I'll wait outside then with the door cracked.
Okay.
On my crack.
Eventually, Wallhorn collects his payment and heads back to the green room. He's like, well, we did quite well. I'm told there was a total of 7,500 people.
Damn, that's a
Holy
hell of a
shit.
theater.
Or, not 7,500. That's way too high.
I was gonna say.
750 people.
That's significantly less.
And they enjoyed their drink quite well. And he begins sort of divvying out, giving to Elkhorn, giving it to Tamishi. He collects 40 silver and hands it to Funk. And then he takes a cut for himself and hands the rest to Ink.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Well, next week should be good. As long as you guys are still willing.
Sure, why not? It's easy money,
4 gold.
right?
Excellent.
We need our 4 gold.
They gave you the
What?
40 silver.
Yeah.
Wait.
He gave you 40 silver. We're supposed to get 4 gold.
When did that happen?
Or is it 40 silver? Is that all?
Yeah, that's all we were getting. We remember
Okay.
we asked for like 2 gold or something like that, and they were like, "No."
Yeah, I couldn't remember the exact number. I thought it was 4 gold. Okay,
It's
we're good.
really not a lot.
It was 4 gold, 40 silver, and 4 gold are the
Yeah.
same amount.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
okay.
I thought it was
Oh yeah, I
mine
was thinking
for a
it's
second.
400 silver, right? Okay.
Yeah, so I'll
Different
ask for the
decimal
4
system.
gold.
Yeah, and they gave the money to Thunk.
No
All of
tip
it?
for our great job.
Some did get all the money though.
You know, all we did was just stand there.
I mean, yeah.
My feet are tired.
You had
Okay,
no
I
stand
just
mats or anything.
I just want to make sure we got paid the full amount.
Yep.
Al Pacino, as you're standing there, 2 bear folk come walking through the alley.
I'll tell Joe. 2 people are approaching. 2 bears.
So
Two
to
bears.
walk up.
Nylandris ignores it because he doesn't know
Nylandris,
who
what do
Joe
I do?
is.
Nylandris, I don't know what to do.
Stand your ground.
Go ahead and
Shut the door and lock them out.
go ahead and close the door, Nylandris.
I already closed it.
Okay.
With you on the outside?
I'm not outside then.
Okay. The 2 bear folk walk up to you and they go, "Hey, is Ink still around?"
I believe he exited the front a little bit ago. You could check around there. This door's been locked for quite some time, so.
I'm a friend of Ink's. He wanted to talk to us after the show.
Well, should we go around front to see if he's out there?
Sure.
Or you can try knocking here, but I've been trying to get back in for quite a while, so.
Okay, he walks over and he knocks really loudly on the door.
I say, who is
maybe. Oh. I heard that little girl
There's
in there
like a
too earlier.
peephole or anything, right?
Yeah, is there a
He-
peephole?
He keeps knocking and he's like, "Ink!"
Do I hear it?
I'll
Yeah,
open the door.
you open
What?
up the door.
I push a Jekyll out of the way.
The bear folk pushes the door open
Yep.
and begins to walk inside.
This is the part where Ink dies. Thanks, Owen.
If I hear them come in, I'm going to summon my weapon, but as a sword this time.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell the bear guy to stop immediately.
He sort of looks at you and goes, "Or what?"
I will speak in his mind that I will make you wish he never entered this door.
Where are these 2 people? Are they like invisible?
Yeah.
He just sort of like looks at you and he's like, "Hey, come on, man, I'm a friend."
I stand in front of the door to the room.
Friends meet each other at their houses or in pubs. This is neither, so you can leave.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'll give you a D4. You still got it.
Boom.
Oh, you don't need that.
And he's like, "Well, all right. Is Ink here, though? We have a gift for him."
Give me the gift. I will give it to him.
Yeah, all right. And he hands you a sack that's sort of just been hanging off the side of him. It's like very, very tightly wrapped with like some string, keeping it all together as a bundle.
What's in it?
Was a gift
Okay. And?
Gift has been given. Bear
for
folk.
Ink.
And you're going to tell me what's in it, or you're going to leave now and not have the gift?
He sort of shrugs. And is like, "Fair enough." And then the 2 of them leave.
Well, before
Oh,
you leave,
probably
can I
a
ask the
bomb.
same question? But force the truth out of him.
Ba-da-ba-ba. What's the DC?
15.
15. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
From this guy, it is. So he failed. All right, what's the question you're asking him?
What's in the bag that you just handed Nylanders?
That's a good question.
He just kill himself.
Frost, as you know.
Oh, it's just a gift, man. It's wine. He looks back at you and says, "Gnarl Jack," and then leaves.
Well, the door is closed, my friend.
Gnarled
he opens
Jack?
the door and leaves.
I'll open up the door and ask what it is. Ask Abelix what it is. But tell him to keep it away from ink for the time being.
I will communicate telepathy to the whole group that he said gnarled Jack, right? I heard that right?
I take it to this corner.
I will tell Ink that there are a couple bear folk looking for him, and they left something called Gnarl Jack with us.
They said
in a
they were
bag.
friends.
Yep, they claim to be friends. They left a mysterious gift that is called Gnarl Jack. Do you know what that's all about?
Bear folk. I do not know any bear folk.
Have you
No, I
heard of
don't.
Gnarl Jack?
No, sounds like a weed.
Are they still outside?
Oh, no, they walked away.
Alright, I go over here and I open it.
You outside?
I'm gonna watch Joe from right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you guidance, Joe.
Do you open it?
Is it like a bottle of something?
No, it's like a burlap sack that's wrapped up in twine.
I undo the twine.
Okay. As soon as you undo the twine, it begins moving around quite rapidly and requires you to make a initiative check.
Guidance doesn't help with that. Sorry, Joe.
It's fine. I rolled a 1.
That's
Oh God.
cool.
You're dead.
Could you have been any less prepared?
I readied an action to roll initiative.
That's great.
So I get advantage,
Action.
right?
Nope. It
Oh my god, really?
What?
Well,
I rolled again and got a 20.
Oh, here I can fix that for you. 1. The bundle bursts open, and what looks like a bear trap appears in front of you and begins snapping and biting wildly, and promptly attacks you. What's your armor class?
18.
Not good enough.
18. Not very good at all. It bites you. And does... You're the one who really likes combat, though, so this is good for you.
Uh-huh.
It is 11 plus 17 points of piercing damage.
Oh yes.
14.
And
Wow.
you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you can use guidance for that.
Michael can see this, or Alpha can see this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Is
This is
he
Joe's
rolling
fight.
initiative
All
or
right?
helping at all?
This is Joe's fight. I'm not fighting that bear trap.
Dexterity saving throw fails.
Use a spiritual weapon to hit it from a long way away.
I mean, I'll help Joe if Ross allows me, since I'm
Such a good
35
friend.
feet away watching him die.
feel free to let us know too.
Since you failed your saving throw, you are knocked prone, and it uses its bonus action to get an additional 3 attacks on you.
Oh,
Alright.
What?
Wow.
Alright, so I'm dead.
Ross, can I have an
It
attack
misses
on this
with
or
the
to help?
It misses with the first bite, hits with the second one, dealing 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay, can I do a bonus action?
So
And
that's
hits with the
25,
third-
28 total.
Hits with the third one
I'm dead.
for
Dead.
12,
No, I'm not
18
dead,
points
dead.
of piercing damage.
Almost dead.
No, I had 33 hit points.
Okay. Jesus.
Think done
Thing's
fucked
a
you up.
fucking tank.
Yeah, you can roll initiative, Al Pacino.
What? I wanted to roll before. I don't want to roll it now. The thing just wrecked Joe. I will tell everyone, or I'll knock on the door saying that Joe just got wrecked, completely
You
wrecked.
can speak it.
I'm
mind
almost
link to me.
reaching to you, Michael. Save me!
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, you let me die.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and act.
All right,
You open
I will
it?
cast.
You reopen the door and like, guys.
I will cast Healing Ward onto Joe. You have 5 hit points, Joe.
What's it gonna do?
Tank.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to fight that thing though, Joe. You got this.
It's a bear trap. How does it even move?
By clamping on your face.
So it stays where I am.
It's magical.
Joe, did you hit it?
Did I? I rolled a 1.
All right.
No, he hasn't had a turn yet.
All right, I'm gonna cast. I'll run up 30 feet. Is that?
Are you
30
gonna let
feet?
us know through the
Yeah,
door?
yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
You
did.
can go to
I
that
did.
one. You can go up one more.
For some reason, Yekel teleported. That was weird. Hey, Yekel, you should probably move back to where you were.
And I will attack it
There
before
you
I
go.
reach it, though, Ross. I'm attacking before I reach it with Toll of the Dead. So it makes a Wisdom save.
Okay.
I think.
And it takes necrotic damage.
It fails its wisdom save.
Yes. So it takes 18 necrotic damage.
And is immune to necrotic damage.
Oh, but now we know. All right, that's it. That's my turn.
Really?
Joe, you have 5 hit points and you are on the ground with this bear trap biting the hell out of you.
Your bones.
Well, I'm
son.
not gonna bother healing myself because I'll just die again.
Well, yeah.
So I'll attack it.
Okay.
I hit.
Yeah. After you hit, you roll damage.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Got a lot of things to roll here,
You can program it to do that.
but only if I do it at certain intervals. Or I only do it at certain times.
Program
Uh,
lots of times.
Roll your weapon damage separate from your smite damage. So that's your weapon damage?
Yep.
It is resistant to your weapon damage.
Uh-huh.
Unless you have a magical weapon that I don't know about.
Nope.
And then the 14 is your smite damage?
Uh-huh.
That works just peachy. Okay. Everybody else roll initiative.
Oh man.
Ugh.
I have bonus action Hunter's Market.
Well, it'll disappear when you go down.
Oh yeah, concentration. Never mind. I don't do that.
Can you cast a spell on yourself right now? Can you do like lay of hands for all your hit points or something?
Yeah, but
You
it's
just
gonna
don't-
deal 70 or 60 damage to me again.
I just need you to be alive so I can shield you. Maybe next turn you should just disengage and I'll tank this.
But I'm prone, so I can't move. I have to use all my movement to
You
get
can-
up, right?
No, you can just use half. You
Use
just take
half,
10,
which you
yeah.
needed to do to attack anyway. Or you'd have
Yeah.
disadvantage on your attack.
Yeah.
So I assumed you stood up.
Or can you? Yeah, I don't know. Cast anything so you don't die this next turn.
Lay on hands is not a bonus action. I don't think.
I don't believe it is, no.
We don't currently have a pay. Okay, you had it last week.
What?
They don't currently have a page that matches lay on hands, but they let me click on it.
Huh, cool.
Fun.
All right,
Look up Paladin.
On its turn, it bounces over and attacks Al Pacino. Al Pacino, what's your armor class?
What up? 18.
It hits,
Oh.
dealing 13 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ow.
You failed your dexterity saving
You
throw.
did.
All right. Well, it takes an attack from me. That is that.
Lightning damage?
Yeah.
Okay. It 14?
Yeah.
Alright, it takes the extent of that. Good job. What's your armor class again? I forgot. I have a goldfish memory.
18.
18. So it'll hit you with the first one. It'll hit you with the second one, and it'll hit you with the third one.
You did.
It was worth it.
Was it?
The first attack does 15 points of damage.
15.
Second one does 15 points of damage.
I am dead.
And the next one does 18 points of damage.
Negative 18.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
I failed the death save.
Nice. Paper
Does he
licks.
hit me while
What
I
is
failed?
this over here? That's the black line.
It's a building.
No. And second question, this is gonna sound dumb. If I teleport, does that count as moving? For the sake of something that says if you haven't moved yet?
No.
Interesting.
I don't believe so.
Wish I hadn't taken Zone of Truth and they could have magical weapon instead.
You don't need it.
Sorry, Joe.
Clark's fault.
So I'm gonna move here and cast Assess Foe as my bonus action.
Okay. It is currently at 30 hit points.
That's easy.
Oh, which actually makes it bloodied.
Da-da-da.
Immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities. Yes,
It
please.
is resistant to cold, acid, fire, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. It is immune to necrotic, poison, and psychic, and it is immune to the conditions of being charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, or poisoned.
Good God.
Maybe I'll go grapple it.
Good luck.
Okay.
And Adam's no use because all Adam does is psychic damage.
Hey, let's not throw on harsh words here.
And other stuff.
So I'm going to
I tried.
see if this works on it, because I didn't hear anything about being immune to charmed, right? You didn't say that?
It is immune to
Yeah,
charmed.
it is.
I was
Okay,
gonna
you
say
did say that. Okay, so then never mind. I won't do that.
Technically said.
Hey, he said like 40 things, so.
Just charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, and poisoned.
Okay. I won't do that then.
It's a freaking bear trap.
It
It's
is a
not old Jack.
Yep.
I can't see anyone inside anymore, right?
Nope, door's closed. You're locked out.
Perfect.
You could still tell us telepathically.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of tricks I can do.
I mean, the red light district is the other way.
Okay, I can't find it in my list of things, but I wanted to do that thing that made Joe attack.
Huh?
You
Oh,
gave Joe
Mantle
your
of
attack
Command?
again?
Mantle
Yes.
of Command or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds about right.
Not that one.
I mean, I don't have a magical weapon either.
Yeah, but you
But
still
you
do
can
some
smite.
damage.
You
You
can
can
smite,
smite
yeah.
too.
Better than nothing.
I need to do a better way of doing this. Command to strike. Alright, as my action, choose Joe to use their reaction to take an attack action. Attacking the bear trap.
Okay.
Do it,
Take
Joe.
an attack
Not
action.
Landris.
So if I get an extra attack, would that be considered 2 attack actions?
Gotta ask all these hard
No.
questions, huh?
It's just a. What do you mean by an extra attack action?
I get an extra attack.
N-
Does it say when you take the attack action,
Yeah,
take another attack?
I don't know.
if it's all done during the attack action, then it's your normal attack action.
Hold on.
As opposed to, like, if it's a bonus action, then no. But your bonus action is probably the smite, so you won't be able to do a second bonus action, just your attack action.
Oh, right.
Smite isn't a bonus. Some of the smites are a bonus action, but these smites are just when you attack, you can expend a spell slot to add damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it says extra
Yeah.
action. Whenever he takes the attack action, he gets 2 attacks.
So yeah, you attack
Yep.
twice.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, what is that?
Just do the smite damage.
It's a trident. So halved, that's 3.
I always forget. It's 2d8 for level 3. 3d8.
Always prepared.
3d8.
Yeah, so depending on what level of spell slot. Okay. 12.
Second attack.
And you can attack again. That hits!
They sent it a while back ago. Aaron did. An attack.
And that's non-smite, so 5.
And then
Kill it. Kill it.
Oh, that's 5 hit points.
It still has like 5 left.
I don't have another level 2 to use.
Well,
Gecko!
I got 5 more people. Move there.
So who's still alive?
Everyone.
Al
Oh, not
Pacino's
Michael.
down.
Just killed the trap.
It's got 5 health.
Shoot it.
Your weapon's magical, right?
It is
is
actually.
Hey, I'll shoot it.
You're getting awfully
Okay.
close to shoot it.
Point
I
blank.
don't want to shoot Michael.
Well,
You gotta
you
roll
don't
a hit.
roll the hit
necessarily
first.
want to shoot
This is
Michael.
the wrong shortcut. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you rolled
Critical
a hit.
hit hits!
All right.
Wow.
Now we can do this one.
Owen blows it up.
Boom.
Yeah, you shoot it and its pieces just scatter everywhere.
Yay! I'm gonna collect the pieces.
I become a turret.
them in my contraptions.
Does
Alright.
anyone have medicine?
Does anybody have something to cure Al Pacino?
I have cure wounds.
Oh, perfect.
Cast it on Al Pacino.
Cool.
Oh, bud. Genode.
Now we knock back on the door to get back inside.
You knock on the door.
Thanks, Owen.
Are we still in turn order?
No.
I want to go. I guess I'll kick the door open just so they can get in. But then I want to go like double check that there's no one in the auditorium.
The doors leading into the auditorium are locked.
Even this door.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell Ink what the gnarl jack was.
I want to ask Tinny to unlock the door so I can sweep for bear folk who were trying to attack Kodash.
Sure. He pulls out his keys and he goes with you to unlock the doors and search around. It looks like from the stage that the only people in here are just the cleaning staff who are sweeping up popcorn and drinks and stuff.
Okay, I'll let him relock the door and I'll go back in by Kodash.
Okay.
I didn't even need to move.
Can you guys carry me in on a stretcher so they believe that we were attacked?
You got cure wounds on you.
Yeah. Ink comes out and sort of, like, he pokes his head out and sort of surveys the area. Wallhorn actually goes outside and sort of, like, looks at the thing and, like, kicks it a bit. And he's like, ugh, nasty. And then comes back in.
That nasty stuff.
Abelix and Al Pacino, what are you guys doing?
I need my cure wounds health heal so I know if I can stand up or not.
Owen has to cast it. Or maybe he doesn't like you.
Nobody wants to.
2 copper.
He bleeds at you?
I thought I already cured him.
You didn't roll the dice.
Oh, what's the...
D8 plus your modifier, I think.
I don't know what my modifier is.
Spellcasting modifier.
By the way, you guys all gained 400 experience points each.
Nice.
Cool. Easiest 400 experience I've ever gotten.
You were just going to walk up and miss anyway.
Let's see. Yeah, probably. Actually, no, I would have had advantage, so I probably would have hit with an 18.
You're all doing very good. Attack at nothing.
I would have blown it out of the air.
So that's
But it was on the ground.
Jack.
Oh, hold on, +2. So you got a 5, actually.
Nasty
Yeah.
thing. Thanks for taking that one for me. He sort of like reconsiders things. You said it was bear folk. What
Yes.
did they say about it?
They called it Gnarled Jack.
Gnarled Jack. I'm not sure what that is.
Do you
I'll
know
see
of
you
any
there.
bear folk who would be out to get you?
No specific bear folk. As I told you before, I do not think I have any enemies. Seems
It looks like you
I
have
was
some now.
mistaken. He takes another drag of his cigarette. Wallhorn sort of looks a little bit spooked, and he's like, I think based on our earnings this week, we would be able to double your payment for next week.
Who's going to pay for my
That
medical
seems
bill?
acceptable.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Much appreciated, and hopefully we'll be able to get a better contract at a more prestigious establishment in the future, at which point we would again contract you.
We're gonna escort you to the Forest Hills or back home, especially after this attack.
That would be much appreciated.
I had to step away. Did we interrogate him on who he thinks might have done this?
He doesn't know any bear folk. He doesn't know what Gnarled Jack is. He still maintains he doesn't have any specific enemy.
Thanks. All right, well, let's escort him and wrap this up.
Yep.
Is there nothing else you guys want to do while at the theater?
I will eat from the table.
Adam, did you get your investigation back during the day? You could
sure did.
try to see if there's anything, or you could like take a piece of that Normal Jack to investigate later and see if we find out anything about it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I took all
you-
the pieces already.
okay. Well, I'll ask to borrow a piece and do a psychic investigation on it if you let me. I'll give it back. I don't want to keep it.
That's okay. Here we go.
So,
Give you
but I
that
don't have to
back
do
at-
that here. I can do that wherever. We can do that at headquarters.
I'll put it out on the workbench for everybody to look at.
Okay. So you guys head back, escort them back, and
Uh,
head back to the DedEx HQ.
Did anything happen, or did we notice any bear folk following us?
Nope, there was no more excitement on the way back. The people you were escorting are a bit shaken, but nothing happens until they get back to the restaurant, where they immediately order copious amounts of seafood and alcohol.
Sounds like a good
Yeah,
time to me.
Sounds like a stomach ache.
Says you.
Vodka lobster.
Oh god.
Why are people riding butts everywhere?
Nice one, Clark. We know it's you now.
No, it totally wasn't me.
Likely story.
I blame Joe. It's usually the one that.
I just
Let's do
pointed
it.
to it.
Okay,
His
so I'm gonna do
butt's
the
in the
psychic
corner.
investigation on this bear trap that Ross painted into our scenery already. That's very nice.
Did I what?
See the bear trap?
Oh, hey. You're right. I
What
totally
is?
did that. It's just part of the table thing, I think. That's cool.
Anything I can learn on it?
Okay, the thing hasn't existed for the entire 24 hours. At some point, it was just a normal bear trap, and then a wizard of some sort animated it, cast some spell to create it, at which point it immediately started going, or attempting to go berserk, except it had some, it was put in the bag and wrapped with a twine that was able to keep it closed while it was in the packaged area. The only thing that you see, the only important clues would be that there was a hobgoblin who slipped a note into the package before giving it to the bear folk, who immediately walked it towards the venue.
Did you
Did
get
we
that
notice
note, or is that note still back at the venue?
None of you have the note. No.
Anybody else think it's ironic that the bear trap was dropped off by bears?
If Abelex mentions the note, I will go scour the area for it.
I will
since
mention
it's
said
in
note.
the same district.
Okay, go back and it's like really late at night at this point. It'll be like 3 or 4 in the morning.
I'll take a torch. It's fine.
Okay, you want to make an investigation check?
You're doing a lot of those.
Dun, dun. You are unable to find it. You see like the burlap sack, but it's like sort of blown away a ways, like it's like 15 feet from the door, and the strings sort of scattered around, and you don't see any notes around the area.
Okay. Okay, I'll come back.
Well, if it's 4 a.m., I think it's time for bed.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
And that's all we have for this week. Remember, listeners, you can always send us emails at dedexinc@gmail.com or follow our Twitter account at DedEx Inc. And that's it. Hooray!
We did it.
Killing it.
Episode 3 in the books. That
No
means
experience.
We killed the bear trap.
did you get the 400 experience that